Hi everyone, welcome back to Homeschool Autism Life. Today I am going to be talking about curriculum. I looked at the calendar and realized in 3 weeks we are back. We are back to school. And because of that, I've kind of was like mad rush, and so this is just a bonus to what I usually do on Mondays, because I really wanted anyone who is interested in knowing what I'm doing with Daring for Homeschool, then you have time to kind of look into what I'm doing. And if you don't, no worries, but at the same time, it's out there, and I'll go into great more detail as time goes on. So let's get into it. Last year I did nothing but Sunrise Playroom stuff. So his program was fully integrated. I made math part of it. Because our government wants us to do math and language arts and whatever, and so I did it, but I did it in the Sunrise program way so that the government was happy with me, and my facilitator made sure that she worded things the proper way. And so, yeah, I really could focus that year on just really getting him comfortable and myself comfortable with the Sunrise program and how we do things and all of that kind of fun stuff. So as time goes on, because we're just starting to get into the Sunrise program and what it's all about and all of that, you will hear more about all of that. In great more detail. I will make sure that I share with you, even some of the games that I played to expand his language arts, his language, and all of that kind of stuff. It's coming. This year I'm doing something a little bit different, because his world has been here, and it has expanded, not all the way, but it has expanded so that he can hear questions and retain information and all of that kind of stuff. I really want to keep stretching, keep growing, keep doing these things to, I keep wanting to say egg him on, but essentially to celebrate him to get more abilities and stuff. So this year, we've already talked about it, I've already been preparing him for it, that we're going to do homeschool fun in the morning and then playroom fun in the afternoon. And the discussion the discussion for him has been, well, do I have to use a pencil? And I said, yes, buddy, you do. And he's like, okay, kind of. And he doesn't, he keeps gesturing to the computer as what he wants to do. So I'm going to try and do some of that, but let's just get into it. So first and foremost, the Sunrise Program Developmental Model. It comes with your online program. You just print it off, and we'll get into more detail about that, but it gives you kind of a clear indication of where your child is, and then the next steps to take in order to help expand their language, help expand their social interaction skills, how to allow them to become more flexible and less rigid. And there's one more. Oh, eye contact, and getting that more. More. So that's what we've been doing. And then the great thing about this, just kind of like a curriculum, but in a different sort of way. You plot your child, all these different areas, you plot them, and then you can fill out how they're doing. And like I said, each step, and it kind of gives you a report card of sorts of where he's falling in, or she, where they're falling in on the developmental model, and you can actually see the progress. And there's so much that he has done already, moving up the stages, and we're so excited. But that's something for you guys to know if you're looking for a home therapy program or whatever. And then we started writing out anything that he was doing that was kind of like those moments that I talked about in our autism story and our homeschool story. And it just, again, gives you the impetus to be like really excited and keep yourself motivated to continue to do the stuff in the playroom. So the morning sessions, the things that I'm going to be doing in the morning, I really wanted to work on his language arts and his math, because those ones are the ones that tend to fall by the wayside. But key important thing, if he fights me on doing this, Sunrise program wins every time. Wins every time. Sunrise program wins every time. The Sunrise program says that they are smart, our kids are smart, and all we have to do is give them the interaction social stuff, and then they will be able to catch up on school once they're in that place. So it's a really thing. I do not want to frustrate him. I don't want him to be angry. A little bit of pushing, but to know where that line is. And another major idea is want everything but need nothing. I'll say it again. Want everything for your child but need nothing. And I was doing this when I was doing my son's homeschool fun the very first year. I was just like, you need to do this, you need to do, like, be independent, you don't need me, please, come on, buddy. All of those things, that was me needing it from him and putting, without meaning to, but doing because I needed it, stress and pressure on him to conform to what I needed him to do. And I don't want that for him. I don't want me to be a source of anger and frustration. And so if he fights me and says, no, I don't want to do it, I will say, okay, we're going to the playroom instead, and we'll do 2 playroom sessions that day instead. Whatever works. I can always go back to what I did for math and language arts in the room that I did last year, so I have kind of a backup plan, a fallback, but I am not going to push him to do it. We'll try it the following week or the following month, depending on how much he fights. So that's kind of the plan, the overall plan, but I wanted to show you. Now, I have loved this program of Math-U-See. I like it because it has manipulatives. If you haven't seen it, it's just really clear, hundreds, tens, and ones, and then they have a whole bunch of other things that you'll get into later on. Yeah, I've just really appreciated that. And then the program itself, and I'm bumping you, sorry. The program itself it just has the book, and I've got both Math-U-See Beta and Gamma because I wasn't sure exactly where he was going to be. I'm gonna switch you over again. Yeah. I wasn't sure where he was going to be, so I wanted to have both books, because if they've mastered that, you don't have to do all of the exercises and you can move on. I'm going to try and make little PDF files, because this is where I think I'll be able to fit in the computer as opposed to using the pencil. The next part is a little bit harder to do. So that's what we're doing for math this year, unless he says no. So the next thing that I got was language arts. And so what I picked up was language lessons for living education. And what I liked about this is that it incorporated a faith-based idea. We are Christians, and we really want our kids to have a moral compass and a base that is more than just what, you know, people think is okay and not okay. And so it's really important to us to do that. And I found last year trying to incorporate that, it was difficult. Oh, and there goes my wash. And so I'm kind of doing something, I don't know if you all know a lot about it, but it's a Charlotte Mason approach where if you can double up some things, then that's a good way of doing it. So the book that comes with it is the stories, and in the lessons they talk about all of the language arts stuff that you need to know, but included in with this kind of stuff. So I'm really excited and happy, and I got the book 4 and 5 again because I'm just not sure where Darian is. Technically he's supposed to be in grade 5, but you know, having skipped to do social or more sunrise program stuff, I don't know. So I wanted to make sure that I had that. And then, so that's Monday through Thursday. I wanted to do those things. If there was anything we needed to work on Friday, then that's kind of my fudge day. And then we're not doing this one, but Darian really loved it. I'm still waiting for the weather one to come, but it is God's Design science book. And we're really excited. He loves weather. Not long ago we had a twister in the area, and he loves watching that video of it. So that's a thing. And then if it's overcast and it looks like it's going to rain, he'll open the window, stick his body halfway out the window and yell rain to the sky. So he loves the process of weather. If it's hailing, it's still raining to him. But he loves, there's a fascination there and a motivation there. So some of it, if I can bring it into the playroom, I will. If not, I'm still thinking he's going to be engaged and excited about some of the things that we're doing in that. But through the God's Design and our LA program, he is getting his Bible, and I don't have to make something else, which you guys will see as we talk about what I did last year through the Sunrise program. All of that, you'll get to see it. But this way, the impetus is not on me to make something, which I found really exhausting and tiring because I was doing everything else. And then the other thing with his LA program is that they have this create your own dictionary, and I thought it was a really kind of a fun idea. If on Monday through Thursday we get all of our work done in the morning, then he can do his science and his dictionary and kind of expand his vocabulary that way. And I'm going to try and have him, oh, that was the other thing with the LA program, they actually have you read out loud passages, and I really think Darian might be close to doing that. He might need help focusing his attention on that, but we've been doing it at the grocery store where I have a list including the items that he wants, and I have him point his finger and have him read what is on there. And sometimes he needs the prompt like buh, come on, focus, read that, what does that word say, buh, and then he'll say bananas, and I'm like, okay, go get the bananas, show me where they are, buddy, you can do it. And so those are things that I'm really excited about doing, is by reading, you also expand your language skills and your conversational skills because you're reading conversations and stories. So I think that is it for our 2019-2020 school year. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. We're really excited. I'm so thankful to you guys for everything that you've liked and subscribed and written. If you think that this would be of benefit to somebody else, please share. I have no issues talking about the Sunrise program and what it is doing for my kid and other kids that I've heard about. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Yeah, yay for 2019-2020 school year. I wish you the biggest blessings in the world on your school year. And yeah, more content to come. I cannot believe how much is in my brain right now. So thrilled and excited to be doing this with you guys. So have a wonderful day. Thanks, guys.